Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me here today on our webinar. My name is Ian Campbell. I am CEO of Mission Suite, and today we're going to talk a little bit about creating a referral mining process to generate new clients from LinkedIn. Real quick, just a quick housekeeping item. If you look to the right of your screen, you'll see a form where you can ask questions. That form is, feel free to ask questions as they come up. Those questions will be emailed to me, and then I'll be able to respond to you that way. We won't be taking live questions simply because I want to make sure to be respectful of everyone's time here. Real quick, just a little bit about me. Like I said, I'm CEO of Mission Suite. We are a sales and marketing automation platform. We have CRM, marketing automation, inbound marketing, email marketing tools that are available inside of our system. And our main goal is to help business owners, salespeople, and sales teams book more first appointments and close more deals using automation. I have been in marketing and sales for almost 20 years now, so I've been doing this for a while, and I've spent the last 7 years focusing pretty intensely on using technology to assist in selling and to assist in making new connections there. So diving in, first thing I want to talk about a little bit is just kind of talk about the challenges of selling on LinkedIn, because we all talk about how great it is, and it really is a spectacular tool, don't get me wrong. But the reality of it is that there are a lot of challenges with it. And so, first of all, you've got great prospecting but lousy information. So what do I mean by that? You can find all the people that you want to find, but maybe they've got their personal email address instead of their professional email address, and they're not checking it. Or maybe they have a wrong phone number up there. Maybe you need an office number and they only have their cell, or maybe you need a cell and they only have their office number, whatever it might be. But a lot of times with LinkedIn, you're not actually getting all the information that you want, but you're able to use it as a pretty great prospecting tool. Second, the prospects that you need to connect with oftentimes probably aren't spending a lot of time on LinkedIn. I know that a lot of us are selling into the C-suite, we're selling to leadership, we're selling to executives, what have you. And to be quite frank, they don't spend their time on LinkedIn. They're more often than not, they're not the ones that are out there. And then finally, if you're doing anything with content marketing or trying to engage people with your content to use that as a starting point, a lot of times the content that you're going to post is going to get lost in the noise. And it's not quite as bad as things like Facebook or Twitter as far as that kind of quote noise is concerned, but still you're going to get a lot of times you're going to get lost in it, and so you're not going to get the same visibility as you'd want to. But here's the great part about LinkedIn. Here's why we keep coming back, is that you get names, you get titles, and you get relationships. So what do I mean? You're able to look up a company and find all the people that are in that company on LinkedIn. You're able to find the name of the CEO, the current CEO. You're able to find the name of the VP of sales or the VP of marketing, what have you. So you can get those names and those titles, and even more importantly, you're able to find people that are second connections, third connections to you, so that you can kind of get a little bit closer to those people a little bit more quickly. And that's really what I want to focus on right now, because this system that we've built, that I've built here, it leverages those relationships that you have, but takes it. But the goal is to use LinkedIn as a starting point, but to pull it offline, to pull it off of social media as quickly as possible, and to engage it into a one-on-one email or phone conversation. So that's what we're going to talk a little bit about today. So step one is identifying your referral mines. And so this is one way that this is kind of obviously the first thing you need to do when you're talking about this referral mining process is to determine who you can use to act as those kind of quote referral mines. So when you're creating those referral mines, the things you want to be thinking about are, is really you're going to create a list of people that you feel comfortable asking for referrals and introductions, and these are those referral mines. So remember that this isn't just this isn't focused on talking to people and just telling them what to listen for. This is actually proactively going out and asking them for those referrals and for those introductions. So you really have to make sure that you have a list of people that you can leverage as referral mines that you feel comfortable asking for those introductions. So think about association chapters and members of different associations that you're in, different networking groups, things like that. Think about clients and customers. So who are some of your best clients that maybe you can go to once a month or once a quarter or once every 6 months and ask for those referrals. And again, and then networking associates, right? Who are you networking with? Who are you connecting with? I was part of a group recently that was really focused on creating those types of referral ask relationships, and it's incredibly effective. But you've got to have those people that you have those solid relationships with. So step 2 is writing up that referral mining email. So the key here is that you want to make it a template. You want to create an email template that you can use, because again, we're going to talk about systematizing this in a little bit here, but you want to create something that you can turn into a system that you don't have to do over and over and over again and recreate it, because it's going to take too much time. And so writing up that referral mining email template is going to be really important here. So a few tips for writing up that referral mining email. Number 1, keep it simple. Right. I mean, this is where you're preparing that template that you're going to use to request referrals. So you want to make it as easy as possible to edit quickly and to be able to send quickly. Number 2, keep it short. Don't overthink things. Don't make it too difficult for your referral mine to consume. You don't want to make it long. You don't want to make it overwhelming, unwieldy, because then the person that you're sending it to request those referrals aren't going to read it, and they're not going to read it, and so it's just going to end up going into kind of getting pushed down the list because it's just too long. Finally, don't get greedy. Don't ask for more than 2 or 3 introductions per email, tops, because ultimately, again, you don't want these folks to feel like they're working for you. You want to make sure that you don't want to ask for too few introductions, because that makes it more likely that maybe they're not actually really well connected with these people. They don't have that kind of a relationship. But you don't want to go overboard and ask and make them feel like you've got 10 requests that they have to make for you. And then be clear in the email exactly who you want to meet, right? The company that they're with and their title. So don't be vague. Don't say, I want to meet a salesperson from so and so company. This is give them the specific name, the company that they're with, and the title, so that they're able to so that it triggers them, and they can say, oh yes, I know that person. I can make that introduction. Or no, sorry, I don't know that person that well enough to be able to do that. And then include an introduction that they can send to their potential referral. So you want to make this process as easy as is humanly possible for the person you're asking for that introduction. So the best thing to do is include 2 sentences, 3 sentences: who you are, what you do, why this potential connection should talk to you, and then that's it. Right. So, but you want them to be able to copy and paste your introduction into an email template to that contact, so that they can send it out easily. And again, make sure that this is as simple as possible for someone to introduce you to the person to whom you'd like to be introduced. So keep it simple. Don't make it difficult for these referral mines to introduce you to somebody, because if you do, you're never going to get an introduction. So next thing, this is my referral mining email, right? And I thought that I'd introduce you to I thought that I'd include this in here just so you can kind of take a look at it. As you can see, it's hi, first name, really quick. Hope you're doing well. This is what I've been doing. Found some targeted referrals that I'm hoping that you can make an introduction to, and here they are, 1, 2, 3, and then here's my introduction, and then again, thank you so much, and then offer the same in return. Right? Very short, very simple, very easy to consume, and then it's easy for the contact to copy and paste my introduction into an email. So. And so this slide deck will be available as well for download afterwards. So you'll be able to see this, and you can even copy this and use it for yourself. So step 3 is actually working your referral mines, and this is where you have to actually put in a little bit of work in the forefront, right? And so there's the process that you're going to have to go through when you're actually out there on LinkedIn, and you've got but you can actually search other people's contacts. A lot of people think that they actually took that ability away to look at others' contacts, because it used to be, you used to be able to just scroll down their profile and see those people on the people to whom they're connected right inside of their profile. They didn't actually take it away; they just moved it, and in fact, they actually made it better. So here is the filter for LinkedIn. This is what that filter looks like. So this is great because you can actually narrow down the people that you're filtering for, the people that you're searching for, and you can do it to be specific connections. You could do it second. You can specify second connections, but most importantly, you can actually narrow down by the title of the person that you want to meet or the company that they're with, what have you. And so you can dive into the second connections. Obviously, that's the first thing. You want to make sure that you're just going one back, and then you're looking for connections of a specific person, right? And so this is where you're going to put that referral mine in. But what they did here with the filter capability, with the search capability, is they added a lot of stuff outside of this that again, with title, with company, with location, whatnot, that now you can actually get even more focused when you're reviewing the connections of one of your connections, basically second connections to whom these people are connected, and then you can actually go even deeper and be more specific with who you're trying to find. So if all you want to find is the CEOs that so and so is connected to, then you can focus in on that. And now finding the diamonds in the mines, right? This is where you actually start going through and looking at some their contact lists. So you want to go through and search that referral mines connections, and you want to write down the name and the company name of the targeted referrals to whom you'd like those introductions. So again, the name, company, and I didn't put it in here, but also title as well. Title is helpful because if they're doing business with a company and they know, oh, well, you want to be introduced to the VP of sales or the director of business development, but that person's gone now. John's gone now. It's Sarah. That becomes really helpful for you. So you want to have all that information at hand. Couple tips here: use a document to which you can continually add names. I'm a Mac user, and so I've got a note that I just can keep updating and keep dropping more people onto, and it works pretty well for me. Next thing, when you're creating that, use the referral mine's name as a header for organizational purposes, so that you have in that document you can see, okay, Tom Smith has these 10 potential referrals that I would like introductions to. Sarah Seidelman has these names, etc. I like to use a numbered list so that I can pretty quickly see how many potential referrals each mine has. Obviously, you can take a look at it and you can see pretty easily from a visual perspective how big a list is in comparison to one another. But having that number next to it and knowing, okay, so Tom here I found 22 potential referrals in Tom's list, whereas Sarah's list I've only found 15. Right, so that gives me a clear determination on where I should be focusing my referral mining time, because if Tom is more well connected with people that I need to know than Sarah is, that's good for me to know. And now step 4, this is where systematizing the process really comes into play. And so we've talked about, and this is something that I talk about often, and I know I mentioned this a little bit earlier, but really you want to create a system out of this, right? So it's something that once a week It is easy to do. It's easy to run through, and maybe you go out and every Monday morning you mine one new referral mine. You go find those folks, and then through the week you ask for those connections. But you want to be able to systematize that and do this regularly, because persistence and follow up is what makes things successful. Is what makes us successful in sales. So building out that process. This is what I do, and so you can kind of take this and kind of edit it to fit you and your process and your own process. But what I end up doing is that I look at is that I have certain power partners that I do this for weekly. And these power partners are people with whom that I have a very specific agreement to make these requests on a weekly basis. So there are only 2 or 3 of these people, maybe 4 or 5, but this is a very small circle of people that you know. Okay, every week I'm going to be asking you for 2 or 3 introductions, and every week I expect you to be asking me for 2 or 3 introductions, and we're going to do that, and we're going to do that for one another. We're going to take that time and really dive in. Oftentimes it's people who are in complementary industries to one another. So, for example, with my business for CRM and marketing automation, I'm power partnering with marketing firms. I'm power partnering with sales trainers and with sales consultants and marketing consultants and executive coaches, right? And so these are the folks that I've actually I will find those. The one person inside of those industries that I can actually really rely on, that we have that explicit agreement for. Monthly, this is where, and again, so every month that we all have those good referral partners. They're people that are maybe in weekly networking groups that you go to, and they're a little bit more broad, not necessarily as specific or as focused as your power partners are. There's no explicit agreement to make referrals and make introductions there. But they're still strong partners. They're still people that you've gotten to know really well, and so they wouldn't be offended if once a month they got an email from me asking for 2 or 3 introductions. And then I break it out in quarterly, and these are just general networking partners, people that I see at events over and over again, right? We all go to networking events, and we all typically see the same cast of characters that go to each one. There are some that you've connected with, and maybe they're not quite up there in the strong referral partner world. They're certainly not power partners, but they're people that you get along with, and that you feel comfortable asking from time to time for connections. And then finally, those semi-annuals. So every 6 months or so, like for example, I ask clients once every 6 months. I send out a note and asking for referrals. Other associates, people that again, maybe I know ancillarily, maybe I know them because someone else that I introduced them to somebody with whom they're doing business now, and so I'm able to leverage that relationship. But those those ones that are they're few and far between, because we don't have a great relationship, or they're clients, and I don't want to keep hitting them with those requests. So those types of groups, and so that's how I build that out, right? That's how I build my process out, and then I again, being a Mac user, I just use my reminders, and then once a week I have the power partners in a reminder that tell me, touch base with these 5 people. I have my monthly referral partners that say, okay, touch base with a couple of these 10 people or 20 people, because obviously I'm not going to spend I'm not going to spend 4 hours going through and asking 30 people for referral requests. But then again, if I've done my job right, if I've done all the prep work right, then it's not going to take me 4 hours. It's only going to take me probably about an hour to actually get 30 people in. So maybe you do all of them. I don't know. But again, this is going to be up to you. And then those quarterly networking partners and those every 6 month partners, I have lists that are in each reminder that pop up once a week, once a month, once a quarter, once every 6 months, so that I don't forget, because it's not, we talk so much about targeting and hunting and doing all these things. And as salespeople and as business owners, we have to do that, of course. But this is one way that that it doesn't necessarily have to be just mining, or I'm sorry, just hunting or farming. You can go out and you can still be proactive in trying to connect with new people. But instead of hunting or farming, now you're just mining. So really quickly, I just want to kind of touch on Mission Suite and tell you a little bit about how Mission Suite can help with this process. So Mission Suite, again, we have the CRM and sales pipeline management tools, so we can actually manage those interactions with those contacts. So, I use a reminder because for me, my CRM and Mission Suite is all focused on my hunting and on my farming. I found that for me that it works best for me to pull my referral mining process off of my CRM, but that's just me. You can have if you've got your own, you can have your own referral mining group inside of your CRM, and you can set up so that every 6 months you have those people that pop up, and you've got your referral mining set up and ready to go for that way. So Mission Suite can certainly help you with that. And then again, that marketing and sales automation, so you can actually automatically assign tasks to yourself and repeating tasks to yourself with those people, with those folks. So, and then you can automate the messaging. There's a lot of things that you can do as far as marketing and sales automation is concerned that can help you kind of just keep this referral mining process moving and keep you reliable with it. The email marketing is where you're able to actually you can build and send manual emails and automated emails, whether they're newsletters or just individual plain text emails. So again, because we're pushing those emails out and sending emails to people asking for that introduction, the email marketing capabilities here become really helpful. And then finally, those inbound marketing tools. So you're able to do things like set up a form, and maybe your introduction is something to the effect of, "Hey, here's some value that this person can provide. Just go click on this link, and you can download whatever." Right? I mean, whatever the case might be, but you're able to build these things out and really work to collect these leads and work to be more efficient with them. So. But anyway, so that's how Mission Suite can help. If you want to see a demo of Mission Suite, we do demo webinars every single day. Here's the registration link is here up on the website. Of course, it's all, or I'm sorry, up on the slide here. It's also up on the website, so you can go and right in the top navigation there's a register for a demo link, or request a demo link, and then when you register, I've got a checklist of 20 different things that you can start automating pretty as quickly and easily, that can help you save up to 2 hours a day on new business development efforts. So including doing things like this. So. Anyway, that is that. And so again, I wanted to make this short and sweet, and I hope it was both. I thank you so much for your time, and I hope that this was valuable to you. If you do have any questions, once again, you can enter them into the into the question form on the side of your screen, or you can send me an email. This is my phone number, and this is my email address. So feel free to give me a call or send me an email, and I look forward to talking to you all very soon. Thank you once again so much for your time, and I hope you have a great day.